welcome to Moonlight Truth Studios. For those of you that do not know, I am Mama So. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all my imperfections and interruptions too. I am here to connect with those that are ready to stand, to face what is standing against, or standing in the midst, or standing in the way of you reaching your soul star, or your inner child, your power, or your purpose, and why you have come here in the first place. Everything that may come out here on the table may not be all of your story. It may not be all of your situation. You have to utilize your own discernment when you come here into the space. Also, keep in mind, I deal in all as a whole. Sometimes the messages may channel through, and speaking from one dynamic or from the light, or can speak from the shadow. It can speak directly to you, or it can actually be someone that is around you. This is where your discernment, this is where your intuition tapping in and asking your guides how this formulates within your life. This is not a microwave effect, okay? I am not here to bring you the fluff, okay? I'm here to bring what is truly needed for you and your soul, and for your growth to become again into your wholeness. All that jazz. You know what to do here in the YouTube streets. Nobody should have to tell you when you come in the house with Mama So, okay? This is still a general message. We are currently in Cancer season, and we are really looking into the depths of our emotions and how our emotions are also that duality, that good, that difficult, right? Yeah. So let's stop with the jibber jabber. I do the jibber jabber, okay? Supreme creative source, ancient of the ancient ancestors, and the higher realms of our greatest good. What is it that we, the collective individuals, need to see, hear, or know at this time as we are in the season of Cancer, mother, nurturer? We all have that nurturing ability, whether male, okay, or female. It doesn't matter. It might be closed down more within the male parts, not the masculine. Oh, you fell off. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Um, I utilize also my own life experiences sometimes. Um, I ramble. That brings in, I fiddle, I fodle. Okay. Yes, it has been a minute since I have been here. Gemini season has took me through a little bit of a loop-de-loop and adjusting into this Uranus and Gemini energy as well, and really looking at some of my own emotions and my own desires and what it is that I actually want to feel for myself. So, and also I have been questioning, is this the place I'm supposed to be? And they keep telling me yes. Why do you keep trying to run? Anywho, show up. So, hello, it's me, Christelle the Earth and Hollow, that channels Mama So. And sometimes Grandma Spider. She didn't want to come out today. So let's get some overhead energy. I'm using my Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Okay, and you want me to pull a star code. Okay. Which we need to see here or know at this time, and who this message is needed for on the other side. Okay, you were communicating when I was shuffling, preparing the cards. But now that I'm recording, there's no response. The card that came out in this deck was choices, and it was feeling blocked or restrained. because she's not communicating. I like my cards to come out or flip or do certain things. Well, that's a lot. That's a whole lot right there. Okay. Okay. What's going on? I'm going to try one more time. We'll take it. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Yeah, so that's why I kept feeling disappointment and a difficult time, like an emotional difficult time. It's almost like weighing out the difference between who to serve, who to give your energy or your time to. This is also like really wanting to be in that space of creativity and in that place of communicating with your inner child. There's like a craving, like a desire, like a yearning, like a pulling. You will make it through this. Yeah, there's a yearning. It's almost like the invisible. Like you do things or crafts or whatever. You organize, you do the routine of your sixth house energy with the sixth being here. You communicate your needs. You know, you are showing up for service, but it's like there's a part or something here of not being recognized, seen, or heard. There's something within these reflections that's reflecting on this water that appears to be as fire. What I'm seeing is someone that may be a host or a waiter or a waitress. I'm also seeing like two people out. I don't know if that's a park or a lake or what, but um, it's like rocks or maybe something short that you could be sitting on. Then there's someone here that may possibly be here that may be seeing this dark image with these red eyes, but I'm seeing like stripes, like the red eyes, but the same red eyes is like these stripes. I don't know exactly what that is right now for you, but it almost seems like a boogeyman. It feels like a boogeyman to you. It kind of spooks you out. They're saying that this may be some signs, and if this message, as we go further, may be for you. Whew. Where do you want me to go? You want the astrological, the star code. There's a need to resort back into yourself, into your spirit of self. Maybe candle scrying, or maybe writing, or creating, or just sitting in a candle, just sitting in candlelight with everything else dark around you, and see what impressions may show forward in your mind's eye in how to make it through, how to create this needed space for this healing. Because to shine bright like a candle, there's a level of healing, a level of initiation that we, the individuals, have to go through. There's things that we have to be devoted to, whatever the craft, whatever it is that we do. There's a devotion, and there's a need of a devotion here within the inner child and communing within with source, to shine bright, the source light of all. I do desire that I'm communicating this clearly. Let's see. 12th house in verse. What astrological influence is crowning? Transition. Transit is in reverse. Let's see what's slid over here. Jupiter, abundance. Yeah. Didn't Jupiter, or isn't Jupiter going into Leo, which is the creative ruler, which is the inner child, the soul purpose, the power, the light of you? So this here feels more of something that you're dealing with, because you will make it through this. So what is this? What are you actually really dealing with? But then the energy of Jupiter, wherever that is, house that is in, the zodiac that is in, will give you a glimpse into how to better understand where Jupiter is trying to expand you, trying to get you to move into, I'm hearing, get you to move more within the fine cuisines. There's a taste of noodles, like oodles and noodles, fast food, quick food. And the fine cuisine is like a treat to the self, the change within the taste buds of something living, and not just, I'm hearing the paste. That's how I'm getting it. Okay. Yeah, I do. I don't want these. Hold up. I want my earth cigarette, and that's too strong. Okay, I gotta go get something else. When I walk to go get my little cigarette, part of the absence as well for me in that Uranus Gemini transit, I went through a major death rebirthing process in no longer having my girls physically in the house with me. You will make it through this. Shine bright like a candle. This is the focus on the self, the creating of space. So there's something that you're going to be coming into a release of, a letting go of, or being let go of, because this is to create the new space. This is to balance you out, to bring more harmony so that you can focus on spirit, so that you can focus on that innate part within your Leo energy of your sun, regardless of what your sun sign is. Okay, it is still that creative ruler. It is still the inner child. It is still the purpose. It is still your power. It is part of your power, period. Okay. Okay. So there's definitely something that an acquired taste, a change within taste. This can be the change of acquired taste in how your image, how you identify yourself, what it is that you want to have on your skin. I don't know. Oh, what happened here? How long that's been like that? Anywho. This is my mermaid tarot deck because I want to see what it is, what's beneath the surface. And then I want to go into the undercurrent. Okay. What's beneath the surface is the kind of like the general overall like energy to give me a glimpse more into what you're experiencing. And then the undercurrent is kind of like how the mind and the heart, or what it's speaking, or what it needs to say to you to get your attention. It can come in so many different ways. Okay, excuse me. Ugh, so unprofessional. Well, I'm not professional. I'm just whole. And I come with all of my functions, okay? Because I feel all of my functions. Anywho, where was we at? I don't know. Who knows? Try to see if I can rewind. 1707. Anyways, faults, flaws, hiccups, and all, imperfections, and brain farts too. Look, information be coming in so fast. But anywho, the undercurrent, and then we're gonna go into the haunting past. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these first 3 cards out. What is beneath the surface that we need to see for the one that this message most resonates with at this time? That is the 7 of Pentacles beneath the surface. This is this is a strange depiction. She's mothered. She's wed. The value, the legacy, the expectancy, the investments, the time of the investment and the nourishment. So it's like your soul, the time that is needed, the space that is needed, that you need to invest. This is the overall energy. Because there's a due, there's an expectancy. Beneath the surface. It's like the process, right? You want to shine bright like a candle. You want to be seen, recognized. That's the baby. That's the you in the womb. But right now there's something you're going through because you have to go through it in order, the process in order to be delivered into that energy of that positive attributes or dynamic of Jupiter, and not the constant headache of trial and error or start over again and again. Pick up the pieces. I'm hearing the fragmented pieces. Starting over from scratch. What is the undercurrent? What's within the undercurrent, Supreme? Justice. The heart and the mind wants justice. It wants balance. It wants harmony. It wants fairness and justice. It's right here. This is fairness and justice, masculine and feminine together to bring forth life, power, and purpose. The scales of justice, balance, peace. Peace between heart and mind. Peace within, that's the allowing the emotions of duality to flow. Recognize them for the truths that they are. Because that's where the essence of acceptance of it, that then gives you that freedom, that liberation, that clarity of thought, that removing of the heart and feeling like, oh my gosh, why am I still here? So there's a need to really nurture, create the space, bring balance. What's in this past? Burning up my cigarette. What's in this past? There's the light. There's the spark to your candle, the match, the striking of the match brings in the balance, brings in the awareness of the truths. There's a need for the undercurrent within the heart. There's a need for you to express your truths, to allow your emotions, whether high or low, good, bad, beautiful, to still be expressed, to still be accepted. And maybe that's why that restraint, that block, feeling blocked or restrained, because You're not allowing yourself to feel, to be in the true essence of what you feel, but just not allowing it to go overboard Jupiter, you know, in a negative way. To where temperament is then lost. What do we need to see? Now, I could have sworn something flipped over. What do we need to see of the haunted past for those that are still here? The Six of Wands. Wasn't recognized. Didn't I speak something about this? About wanting to be seen, recognized? Something about reputation. Something in the past could have happened, and it could have, hurt your reputation a little bit. Or maybe something in the past, you might have just felt embarrassed. You might have did the routine wrong, right? Or you might have had an error somewhere, or a typo in something. And it's almost like wherever the wounding in this Chiron energy that I'm feeling in your coming up, it's almost like you were ridiculed because of the small mistakes. So it's like when you became an adult, you found yourself with mistakes. But the mistakes is what I need you to know, is that these mistakes is what helps to season or helps you to learn. We have to have the mistakes in order to have the success. So there's a past, something in the past that was humiliating. And there's some things inside that you haven't come to accept, and why you're still feeling like you're going through these same type of emotions within the self. There's a sense here as well of forgiveness to that age of who you were, or at that time. I heard there's more than one occurrence of event. There's more than one time that this has happened. So the focus is to bring yourself into balance so that you can truly get the clarity that you need, so that you can get over this. It's not, some of it is a little bit victim, but it's also that critical, beating the self up, like how that was so obvious. Like, how did I let that little mistake, get past me like that? That was just like so in front of your face. That's just how I'm hearing that. An aligned action. Do we want to go that way? An aligned action. Okay. Aligned action. Come on, y'all. These cards are doing magic tricks. God almighty, no, magic tricks. The fire, the images in the back, the reflections into your magic, tapping back into your magic. That's your power. That's your creative rulership. What is the aligned action here? Know your heart. King of Cups. Because it's here in reverse. So it's not knowing your heart, not knowing what you feel. This is the balance scales. There's a need to balance the heart and the mind. This is that nurturing, putting into, creating the space for the expectant arrival of coming out of this feeling of the wilderness, or this, stuck within the labyrinth. blocked, not able to move, not able to grow the way that you desire, not being able to experience the love and the unity for some of what you desire. Keep coming across shitty contracts, glazing. I'm hearing someone glazing or glancing over the contract and overlooking certain points. That's where this haunted past is as well. So there's a strong need to really check your heart posture, but to bring balance so that you can heal, face the truths, really check to see if or how you were manipulating. Were you doing something that you were not supposed to be doing? And that's how those small details, just went past you, that put you in those awkward situations in a moment when you just knew you was going to light that daggone candle and shine and build your pinnacles. That page of wands still at the bottom. I really need my little ashtray over here on the other side, because this crisscross applesauce. What is the superpower that they do not see, that they contain within them? Refill your cup with new inspirations. There's something new. There's something new. There's also something here. Someone's witnessed someone's not demise, can be demise or fall, or their own return of humiliation. It's almost like someone that may have laughed or made fun of you at one point. You bared witness to, now the shoe is on the other foot, so to speak. Yeah. Let's see what this. You can't see the table. Oh, I thought that part of the screen was my table. Okay, well, it's still flipped over. I ain't touch it. Who at the bottom? The Page of Swords. The pages, the children, the inner children, the mind and the soul. The wand is the soul. The sword is the thought, the mind, the communication, the truths, the innocence of your truths. So like I said, so some of you have been innocent within this, but then some of you have also manipulated to get the spotlight, and it didn't turn out in your favor. What is this? Oh, superpower. Tower. Your superpower is the tower. That is changing, the ability to be able to change your mental mindset and the emotions, especially with the King of Cups here that was in reverse for the aligned action. So it's the mind over heart. That's what, yeah, it's needing to be balanced out with justice being here. Excuse me? Yeah, because it's almost like I'm seeing the wax melting, like the wax melting back down through heat and then remolding it. It's like a clean slate or clean canvas, because she has her palette and her brush. So it's almost like a clean slate, even with the Six of Wands doing magic, right? So you have to allow, yeah, the critical thinkers, The ones that's been beating themselves up so hard and not looking at what they have already bared, what you have already bared and brought forward, what you have already persevered through. This is allowing, what I'm getting is allowing one monkey to stop your show. Anything else, Supreme? I want to know what Jupiter is expanding you into. Yeah, what is the expansion? What is the expectancy if they're able to harmonize their mind and their heart to bring it back into center, right? To bring it back into union, or even to just bring it back into awareness through seeing, your own truths, your own values, your own creative power again. Mm-hmm. What is this expansion? What is the positive side of this expansion? If they're able to follow the aligned action. Was that the sun? Oh, the Empress and the Queen of Swords. The page grew up. Mature, emotional maturity. You will be expanded into emotional maturity, which brings you into trust of your intuition, which sharpens your discernment, that assists you to keep the scales within you of your mind and your heart within balance. So that way you can step forward into your victories, into your power, and not the things of the past that has been haunting you, because now you're able to truly let it go and let it fall, because now you have collected the information that is needed for you to redeem your soul, to redeem your inner child that wants to birth and come out to create again, that wants to be free from those restraints. I do desire that Mama Soul is communicating this clearly. Okay, angel wings, let's fly. Okay, and then we're out of here. This will, if you made it this far, first of all, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It truly is a pleasure if you made it this far, okay? Because you could have dropped off a whole long time ago. But I want you to know also that everything that you need is down in the description box for any personal consultations, that we can go into this, or should I say, personally, okay, to really get you a plan that is really needed, or that can assist you through your process, so that you can actually really become that which you are. Also, this will be linked to the Cancer Season 2026 playlist. My playlists are considered my studios. Okay, you can, this is still timeless. You can go back into the other ones because there may be pieces there for you within your South, your North Node, your Chiron. It can be other information there that can assist you within where you are currently today. Okay. I will also link at the end of this. What is the angel wings to fly? So that's how I heard it. Okay, well, that's the second one that hesitated. 00, cipher, cipher, cosmos, cosmos, cosmic spirit, angels, angels everywhere. There's a need for you to be observant, to pay attention. There's a need for you to be observant, to bear witness to your thoughts, what they're feeding in your emotions. I am observant. The angels, the ancestors, your spirit guide, your soul need you to observe your emotions and your mind. When you block or shut your emotions off and don't allow them to be expressed, expression comes more than just through your words. Expression can come through taking action or devoted steps. What does it say? Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. Be observant. The two eyes. Be observant. Pay attention. Become a witness of thyself. And thank you for sharing your space with me. It is truly a pleasure. And until next time, I am Mama So. Good night.